Hello.
Hey, Carmen. Okay, we're live, I think. Computer tells me we're live, so let me go over and, ooh, we are live. Ooh, gotta shut me up though. Shush, shush, woman. There we go. Okay. Ah, that's not what you're supposed to do. So how is everybody tonight?
I'm good, and you?
I'm good now that I woke up. Shh, don't tell anybody I was napping, because I'll deny it.
Okay.
So we have Holly and Janet and Carmen here, and watching is Jean and Connie. Hello, everyone. Okay, I just have to go. I am live. And tell them that I'm live and I can't answer their questions because got 3 of them nattering at me. Oops. Okay. Got it. Got it, got it, got it. Okay, close that. And that. Copy. So what are we doing tonight? Anybody got any ideas?
It was a long time ago since last night.
I know. I know that. This.
Oh, yeah.
And I know that, like, I haven't checked in the last little while, but I know that some people requested a technique. So I figured we'd go with a technique. Hi, Jean. Okay, so a technique. I found this one. Oh, oops, wait, I have to open it up before I can show it to you and see what you think. That one. Share. There, can you see?
Ooh. That
Pretty.
is beautiful.
Wait, I've got get things back in there. Okay, so that is all stamped and then embossed afterwards. So that we haven't done that technique in a very long time, and it gives us opportunities for a whole bunch of different things. Like not just here's the technique and how are we going to do it, but we'll be able to make decisions on colors and all sorts of different things. So has anybody got any other ideas for a technique? Okay, that would be a no, I'm assuming. Okay, let me hide me. Okay, so we can do that technique. It's easy. It's just we have to make some decisions before we start. First one, of course, is color, because we're going to need a red and a green and let's see what else is in there. Reds and greens.
Cherry cobbler.
Cherry cobbler. Okay, let me just get rid of that. So I kind of did like going with a garden green or real red, the bright ones, or Mossy Meadow cherry cobbler, the more subdued ones. So we need to vote. We need to vote.
Mossy cobbler for me.
A mossy cobbler. Ew. So there's a mossy cobbler. And here's a garden red.
I think I would go with the mossy cobbler too.
Okay, we have one from Holly, one from Carmen, one from Connie,
Janet.
one from Jean, one from Janet. Okay, well, I'm taking the real red away because apparently Cherry Cobbler has one. I'm not taking the garden green away because we might need a couple of greens and we might need that one. And I also have shaded spruce, and I'm not sure what's going to go with what, but that's just the first decision. Okay, so the next decision is going to be mossy cobbler, white or vanilla?
White.
Mossy cobbler and white or vanilla.
White.
Janet says white. Who else said white? Connie says vanilla.
I really like the vanilla with the mossy.
Holly says vanilla.
White for me.
Harmon says white. Jean says vanilla. Anybody else over there want to join in? So there would be white, cherry cobbler, mossy meadow, or vanilla, cherry cobbler, mossy meadow. Okay, nobody else is chiming in, so it's vanilla, mossy meadow, and cherry cobbler. Okay. So I need a piece of very vanilla for the front. Cherry cobbler, mossy meadow. Okay, so there's the piece that we're going to do all the stamping on. And here's our colors. Ooh, that's dirty. I gotta clean my ink pads apparently. So I'll just show you the card again. So there's the card. So I'm thinking that we might need a couple of different colors of green. What do you think?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And what shall we add?
Mind you, a stomp off green always looks a lot paler.
It does. It does. We could do that, Janet.
And that way you're in the same shade, but you're still different color.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, let's stop the share.
Got the two colors of red too.
Yeah,
Looks like the cherry cobbler and the
it looked like they used Poppy Parade.
poppy parade.
What it looked like to me. I don't know. Let me share it again. See, it looks really Poppy Parade-ish. Or maybe it's real red. I think they've got some evening evergreen in there. And this might be soft succulent.
Yeah.
And then this is definitely cherry cobbler. And this is real red. So they've kind of mixed a bunch of different ones in there.
The cherry cobbler next to the real red really takes on like a burgundy hue, eh?
It
does.
does. Okay. Well, let me get some more colors. We'll take that one, and we'll take that one, and we'll take this one. And maybe we'll throw in some Blackberry Bliss. You never know. So, cherry cobbler, real red, mossy meadow, early evening evergreen, Shade soft succulent and maybe blackberry bliss for the dots, maybe. I have to get some block. Okay, and ours is going to be a little bit different because this stamp set does not have a flower in it. So it's
So we're doing the berries.
we got the berries. Jean almost thought it looked like Mary Merlot.
Hmm.
There's Mary Merlot. So we're going to have okay, that goes with that. So that's the stick for the cherries, for the berries. And we got lots of greenery happening. And then these, are they going to be brown
Stamp
or
those. You could stamp them in color.
doesn't matter to me? It's our card and we can do whatever you want.
Well, I think the pine cones should be in a brown.
Well, let's vote. Can be the next vote. Pine cones. Brown or color?
Brown.
Brown. Holly said brown.
Yeah.
Okay, over there in Facebook. Carmen, do you have an opinion?
Color.
Color, didn't you? Yes, got it. Jean said, let's see. Connie says color. Jean says brown. Sharon says brown. Hi, Sharon.
When you say color, what color are you thinking of?
The reds.
Oh, okay. Because I was thinking like brown and cinnamon and
There's no reason why we can't have Mary Merlot or cherry cobbler. What you doings?
we can have any color we want.
We can. Let me get some scraps. Get some scraps of vanilla and we will stamp. Because just saying it doesn't always get it done. Okay, so we have a big one. Big one. Sorry, I have to move my computer out of the way. We have, where's the little one? The little one. Uh-oh, stuck. We're going to need a stem and another stem. And then we need the berries. We need the twigs. And we're going to need the dots because, you know, you have to have dots. Okay, I got a bunch of stuff out. So we'll do some stamping and see what they look like. Okay. What color would you like me to try first for the pine cones?
Mary Merlot.
Mary Merlot.
That one.
Okay. It is Merlot. You were right.
Oh,
I was just being a smartass. That was my dad.
it could have been very easily wrong.
No. My dad would have just, that was his voice coming out of my mouth. Okay. And the full strength one on top. There's Mary Merlot. It's very purple.
It is.
Not my fave.
No.
Oh, wait, that was a Mary Merlot. That was Blackberry Bliss.
Still
Hi.
not my fave.
I was just looking to see if you guys were awake.
No.
Been with me. Connie likes it. Yeah, we're rewatching Somerset Murders right from the beginning, and we're on number 2, and I think I've seen maybe a half of each episode. Yep. Okay. Now I'll get Mary Merlot out. It's no wonder that Blackberry Bliss looked purple. There's Mary Merlot.
No. Not feeling that.
Okay. Another color suggestion?
Cherry cobbler.
Cherry cobbler coming up next. There we are. Cherry cobbler.
Is it because it's on the cream that it's looking so pink and burgundy-like?
Well, it is pink and burgundy like.
Really? Yeah. Colors I'm thinking it's should be.
Okay. Then what color? I'll do it on white. Do it on white. And then Jean wants me to do early espresso. So hang on, Jean. I will do early espresso in a sec. Maybe we'll just spend the whole night playing with colors. Okay, there it is on white.
No, still don't like it.
If anything, it would probably have to be the real red to get the reddish color in there. But yeah.
I was looking for my cleaner. Hang on. We're 10 minutes into it and I've already got a mess. Okay. I will do early espresso and soft suede. Okay, Jean, am I doing them both full strength or am I stamping one off? Just have to wait till I get her answer. Oh, I don't have black pants on tonight. That could be an issue.
Well, at least you remembered before you wiped it off on there.
Yeah, it's purple
And
pants.
you've
Oh
got
yeah,
pants.
thanks. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, at least you've got pants on.
That you know of.
Oh, true.
Maybe they're my harem pants.
Could be.
There. Baby white. Oof. Those things stink. Oof.
Wondering what those Kirkland ones were like.
Oof. Very smelly.
I won't. I won't be buying those ones.
Jean says she doesn't know. Okay, so I'll just do the full strength and we'll have a look. She gives me a shoulder shrugging emoji. Okay, this is soft suede, the background. And this is early espresso, the detail.
Dark.
Because say so far that would be my favorite, but
Oops, I didn't line that up very good.
Better. Don't like it with the dark salt. It's
Okay,
too dark.
hey Val. Okay, so we have Blackberry Bliss. We have Mary Merlot. We have Cherry Cobbler, soft suede, and early espresso. And that's all on vanilla. And then I did, what was this? Mary Merlot? No, this was Cherry Cobbler on basic white. So now Jean wants me to stamp it off. Okay, stamp them both off.
and I was gonna say, Carmen, I have the Kirkland baby wipes scent free and they don't really have a scent.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah, I've had that package for probably 8 years.
Oh, my.
Yeah.
You think it's old age smell?
Would you be saying my room is moldy? There's the most stamped off.
That's better.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're still going with vanilla. Janet, you're awfully quiet.
I'm playing too.
What are you playing with?
A card.
Oh. Hang on. Got to replace my spotlight. Oh,
Ooh,
Pretty.
very
Oh.
nice.
Cool. Very nice.
love it. Maybe we'll just watch Janet do her card. And I'll just sit here and not participate tonight.
Well, see, I made the mistake of putting some Christmas presents together because we're supposed to see my sister-in-law and sister. And I thought, well, we're to the age where we don't need anything anymore. So maybe what I should do is give them an early Christmas present instead and give them some Christmas cards to give out.
Aha.
But that meant I may not have enough for myself. So
Whoops.
now I need to play just a little bit more.
You need to.
Of course. Need.
I got it.
Yeah, good.
I got it. It's that whole, it's COVID and I need something to do thing.
Oh, well, if you really need something to do, come on over because my dust bunnies are turning into dust bears.
Oh, that's a different issue altogether because I think I have a few of those too, but I'd rather do this than that.
Well, that's why I have them.
Me too.
Have pets you don't have to feed.
Mine's not the
Yes.
dust bunnies. It's the spider, the cobwebs.
Oh, yeah, those are awful.
No, you have to let them grow so you can spray paint them with, fake snow for Christmas decorations.
Oh, I thought
No, that stuff does not come in my house.
But spider webs or fake snow?
Neither one of them preferably, but the fake snow, no.
That's funny.
When I was, before I was a teenager and I really wanted to spray paint the windows with the fake snow. That's pretty.
That is pretty.
And mom says, no way. And that. And I kept bugging her. And finally she says, okay, but you're cleaning them. I cleaned them that year and never said another word about fake snow again.
Taught you your lesson, did it?
Oh, yeah.
That cherry cobbler on those berries, I would have thought it wasn't cherry cobbler.
It is.
Yeah.
I'm just, well, we're chatting. Jean says, great gift idea. And Jean, this is not a baby smell. This is a make my sinuses tingle smell. It's awful. Are all of our peeps on? Most of them are on. Yeah, they are. Okay. And Jean is laughing at you, Carmen. And your fake snow. Okay, so we have soft suede and early espresso stamped off. This is mossy meadow and cherry cobbler. Then I did that in mossy meadow. Oh, Jean says, ladies, I got mail. Jean, did you get the same mail Holly got? Okay, so Mossy Meadow, full strength stamped off, and Evening Evergreen, full strength and stamped off. Congratulations, Jean and Holly, for getting mail.
Yes, thank you.
That's very nice. Okay, so I want to show you. Go ahead.
I like all of those colors.
Mhm.
One more block I need, maybe two. So I'll just bring 4. And I need another piece of vanilla. Okay, white to go away because that's not happening. Get another chunk of vanilla out here. I want to do soft succulent. You're very welcome, Jean. I'm glad you enjoy it. I love sending cards. Oh, well, there's a blich on that one. You know what a blich is? Okay, a blob, yeah. So that's soft succulent. Let me close this up before it gets on the back of everything. So can you see the colors? Do you want me to zoom in a bit? There's the colors. How are we thinking about those colors?
All of them.
Because there's lots of greenery in this stamp set. So there's still these branches that look like pine branches. And these I'm not quite sure what they are. They're
Yeah.
just, it looks to me like somebody's done a blob and then taken a straw and blown it. And this one here, it doesn't go with the berries and it really looks funny when it's stamped, but there's that one too. And of course the hollies.
I was counting to see if the berries fit in there and it doesn't.
No, it doesn't. No. No.
Too bad because it looks like they should just nestle in there nicely.
Yeah, and they would look nice, but they don't.
Yeah.
Jean says we aren't making much headway, are we? Juniper, maybe. Connie thinks that might be juniper. Could be.
Could be.
I haven't seen a lot of juniper. However, if you go to Lasqueti Island, they have lots of juniper on Lasqueti Island. They have a whole forest of it. Okay,
So are we gonna use all three of those colors of green, or are we gonna?
I have no idea. I just stamped them. What you guys decide to use is up to you. Okay, so let me get my question paper out here. Pine cone brown, yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Pine cone brown. 2 yeses. Carmen?
Yes. Sorry, I was leaning back.
Jean says yes. Okay, so we're going with the browns. So I have them and I have the pine cones on top of them. Sharon says yes. Okay, pine cone brown. Berries. Mossy. Cherry. Yes or no? Okay, just let me like Sharon's answer so I know where their answers start. Berries, cherry, and mossy, yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, yes. Connie says yes.
I say yes too.
She says yes. Okay, Sharon says yep. Okay. So this one is good to go. This one is good to go. So now comes the nitty gritty. Jean says yes. Okay, let me like Jean so I know where we start for the next question. It's all very scientific, you know. So, number of greens. 1, and we could do full and stamped off. 1 color of green, 2 colors, or 3 colors.
2.
2 for Carmen.
Three.
Dead silence. 3 from Holly.
I like three.
Connie says 3, and Janet says 3, and Jean says 2. Anybody else? Sharon says 3. Val, you still out there? You going to give us your opinion tonight? It looks like 3 is winning. Okay, 3 it is. Now, the next question is, for those 3 colors, do we want evening evergreen? What was the other one? Mossy and succulent. Or you're cleaning your desk. Okay, we'll let you get away with it, Val. Okay, so those are the 3 colors I've got there. Or do we want something else? So,
That works for me.
or no, or
Yes.
other.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of Real Red, Mary Merlot, and Blackberry Bliss. Jean says yes. Connie says yes. Sharon says yes. Okay. All right. So we have our colors chosen. We're starting with what's that color? Vanilla. I'm going to cut this off so that we have our colors in front of us. Do you know which is which, or do you want me to put names on them?
I know.
Okay. Trying to keep it all where you can see it. So let's start with the biggest. So we'll start with a pine cone. And we'll start with the background, and then I can always add the dark on top of that. So, uh-oh, hang on. My mouse moved and I lost you guys. Okay, like Sharon's latest answers. So before we ask the next question. Okay, let's get these out of the way for now. Where would you like the first pine cone to be? Now, do you like the idea of like doing a round like this of all of the stuff and leaving down here for the sentiment?
Yes.
Yes.
Jean says, by the time we're done with you tonight, you may want to drink that Merlot. Oh my God. Okay.
So I would start with the top left.
Up here?
Yeah.
Hanging down
Yes.
like this? Is
Yes.
that okay?
Yes. Perfect.
Too late if it's not, because that's where it's going. There's one.
Okay.
Okay, next one.
A little bit over. About midway over?
Here.
Sure.
Okay. Another one.
Bottom left,
Bottom left, like this.
not necessarily in the corner, but down there.
Do you want it there? Let me
Sure.
move it up a bit so you can see. That would be in the corner.
Yeah, no,
This would be up here.
yeah,
Or this would be over here.
no, I like there better.
Okay. Going down. Okay, let me put the tops on those. I lost the stamp. Oh, I used the wrong one.
Oh, well, I guess we'll go with what you did.
Well, how am I going to get a background in there?
Over top of it.
This should have been,
Is it a
earlier.
darker color?
no. That was the soft suede stamped off. I'll just recreate it using the right colors. Not a big deal. We only have 3 stamps. There you go. Now we'll do it the right way. I'll just do the background. Right there.
Already looking so pretty.
It is. Good choice of colors.
Yeah.
Okay, there we are. Everybody happy?
Yes.
Okay. I think the next thing to put on should be the berries and the sticks. Or do you want a stem? Berries or stem? Berries or stem?
Oh, the leaves. It might be easier putting the stems in first and then fitting the berries around them.
Okay,
But
Connie says
I-
berries. Jean says, I think if the darker color goes on first, it's easier to wear it to fill in. Oh yeah, I know. Oh. Okay, so we have one for berries and one for stem from Jean and one for stem from Carmen. Anybody else? Okay, stems it is. Am I just picking one?
With one,
I don't remember what colors I used, and my stamps are all dirty. This is that one.
That's soft succulent, isn't
This
it?
one was mossy meadow. This
Yeah.
one was soft succulent, and I lost the other one. Oh, there it is.
I think it matters what color the leaves are, just,
Well, no, it doesn't, except that my stamps
your
are
inks.
dirty.
Right.
So
Gotcha.
is it okay? Is it okay if I just carry on with the colors the way I have them, or do you want to change those colors?
Works for me.
Let's go with the way they are.
Okay. All right. Mossy Meadow first. Okay, so this is Mossy Meadow. Full strength, stamped off. Where am I putting the first one?
Between two of the pine cones.
Between two of the pine cones. Well, that narrows it. You know, now you got me started, and I'm going to continue on, right?
Yeah, but you're gonna run out of room with 3 colors of green there.
I know. I just realized that, but that's okay. We'll just fake it, right?
Yep.
Fake it until you make it. Okay, this is Evening Evergreen. Where do you want me to start with that? Hmm.
Yeah.
Oops. Oh well. Let's just put one and see what it looks like. Sorry, what?
Maybe not so good of an idea.
Well, just because I'm doing it doesn't mean we have to go with it.
I think we need to put some berries on now.
Yeah.
We can, or we can also start again. Stem. Where's the stem stamp? There it is. It's tough lining these up.
A lot better than I would.
Well, I haven't got the stamp on the block straight, so. Are we liking it, or did I add too many leaves and now we have to start all over again?
I think it's looking good.
You can honestly tell me your opinion. I'll take it off of here so you're not too confused.
We'll tell you when it's finished.
Oh, I'm not finished?
We'll tell you when the card's finished, whether we like it or not.
Okay then. Okay, so this is soft succulent. Where would you like me to put some soft succulent?
If it's stamped off, it could go where it's just vanilla now, because then the sentiment would be darker and it would go over top of the soft succulent.
Yeah, just kind of so it's faded out on that would be
Where?
Down by the bottom berries.
bottom
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Okay, you want me to stamp it off before I stamp it on? Yeah. Down like that?
Yep.
Okay.
A little maybe going up this side where it's just vanilla.
Here?
Yes, please.
Here? Or leave it?
Yeah, no, I think that would look good. I don't know.
Oh, wait, I'm missing conversations happening over here. Rosemary says berries on holly, but I'm not a lover of them with the pine cones. Jean wants to know what everybody's favorite Christmas stamp set is in the mini catalog. Connie says the sweet stockings with the dogs. Well,
Yeah, that looks nice down in the corner with a little bit faded out and
But I think it needs an addition of some other color, whether it's more berries or
yeah, maybe
I'm in
some
the corner.
berries there down there. Stamped, I would stamp them off also probably.
Were you gonna put dots, like red dots?
I have the dots and the color is
Ooh,
up to you.
good idea.
What color would you like me to use?
Something with snap.
Something with snap?
Well, like,
maybe even the real red.
I was gonna say, would the real red look bad with that? In the dots?
I don't know.
I don't want to wreck it.
I think it'll add that snap.
Yeah.
Not stamped off though, full strength.
I don't like the stamped off one either.
Yes, full strength, I agree.
Connie suggested blackberry.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Where was that?
That would, I'm
This-
thinking it might be a little bit too dark.
That's the blackberry.
Purple.
So there you go. There's the blackberry with the color combination that we got so far.
I don't think it snaps enough.
Okay, where did I put the dots? Here we go. Okay, where am I putting the dots?
Definitely on top of that snapped or the stamped off soft succulent in there.
That's better. And I would just stamp it
Carry on.
throughout.
Tell me when to stop.
Whoa. Yay. I think that's probably enough.
Yeah. Then we can decide after the sentiment's on if we need a few more.
Okay, so the sentiment on the sample was on, hang on, it was on a separate piece. You see it down here in the corner?
Oh, okay, yeah, I see.
That would look lovely.
Don't want to see that, so go away. That needs to go away. Thank you. That needs to go up. There we go. Okay.
So
Jean
my
said stop.
My two favorite ones are Peaceful Cabin and Snow Wonder.
No wonder. Which one is that? Is that the one with the snowman in it?
That one.
Hang on. Hang on. Don't go away. Ah, yes. I never did get that one.
Pretty.
Now, who else liked Peaceful Cabin? Hang on. Jean liked Peaceful Cabin.
Yeah, that's.
I've used it a lot this year.
Yeah.
I haven't used it yet, but
Oh, and I've also used the poinsettia ones.
So guess what Janet C has chosen for our club for December? Peaceful Cabin or the puppy one.
Good.
I don't have the puppy.
now you're making me jealous.
Okay, so in honor of Valerie coming back because she hasn't been around for a couple of weeks, shall we do some shading, some sponging around the edge? You probably can't tell because I've got this mess underneath it. Do you want to do some?
Are we going to put a colored paper behind there?
I don't know. Okay, well, let's build the card and then we can do the other stuff.
But yes to sponging.
We have one yes. And
Then
Valerie says no. Oh my God, I'm glad I'm sitting down. I'm glad I'm sitting down, Miss Valerie. Okay, so we have cherry cobbler. We have mossy meadow. We didn't use garden green or shaded spruce. We'll get rid of those two. I'll be back. I'm just replacing colors here. Shaded spruce and early espresso and that and those two. Okay. And a vanilla base. I'm getting lots of no to sponging. Holy man, that surprises me. Okay.
That's perfect.
There is
Yeah.
cherry cobbler. There is mossy meadow. Now it doesn't have to be on a vanilla base either.
No,
Don't like that?
I think there's already so much green. I really like the red, but
Okay, so let's do layer one, layer number one. Cherry, mossy. Okay, we got cherry and mossy. Evening evergreen. Evening evergreen.
I'm surprised. I thought there'd be too much green to use the green background. but I'm kind of liking them.
Oh my gosh, come on, paper, cooperate here. Okay, so that's evening evergreen. Then we have soft succulent. And early espresso. Go. Okay, so do we want to go a brown, a green, or a red for the first layer? We haven't decided on the base yet. So the first layer, brown, red, or green.
I like the brown.
Janet says brown. Connie says cherry.
The cherry too for me.
Cherry, 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 cherry. We know it's not going to be green. So there's the cherry. And there it is on vanilla. Does anyone have anything on back order? I have the gingerbread and peppermint memories and more card. And oh, yeah, I'm still waiting for my snowman punch, my punches to show up.
I'm still waiting for the dies that go with, just a sec, seasonal swirls dies.
Oh, are they not in either? Holy man.
I
Okay.
think they've been shipped though.
Oh, all right. Well, I know that something shipped today, but I haven't looked to see what it is.
What's the only thing I'm waiting for? And I got a thing that it's shipped. So I'm thinking that's gotta
good.
be it.
Good. Okay, so majority rules, cherry cobbler underneath. Rosemary says no to vanilla. So what color do you suggest then, Rosemary? Well, I put all of these colors away. There's early espresso. There's evening evergreen. Ooh, that might look nice. There's evening evergreen.
It's not bad. You good?
Okay, we have 2 evergreen votes from Rosemary and Connie. Then there's Mossy Meadow. And soft succulent.
I like the vanilla, but
Vanilla or the evergreen for me.
Okay, well, let me put, I feel bad for those that order the Halloween punch and Halloween is over. Yep, it's true. It's too bad they don't let you cancel that part of your order. Okay, I'm putting piece colors away that we're definitely not using. So we have vanilla or evening evergreen. Okay. So we have cherry cobbler on very vanilla background, or cherry cobbler on evening evergreen background. Sharon says, excuse me, evening evergreen or cherry cobbler. Sharon says evening. Jean says evening.
Vanilla for me.
Pardon me?
Vanilla for me.
Vanilla for you. Let me do it this way, then you can get an idea of what both of them are. We could do 2, you know. We could have it so that Evening Evergreen is here and then do a diagonal piece of Very Vanilla and have it in the corner. Everybody's voting Evening Evergreen. Except for Carmen, who wants vanilla.
And I wanted vanilla,
And you wanted vanilla. So we got 2 to 3.
but it sounds like we've been overruled, so.
And
Or
I was happy.
outvoted would be a better phrase.
I just have to go cut this one down because it needs to be the next layer size. Come on.
Did anybody order the cloth dies, the bell ones that go over the dome?
Not me.
You mean the cloche dies?
Oh, yes. Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did not. Oh, Connie said EE. Yes, I have you, Connie. Okay. So putting this on. Jean says the vanilla doesn't show up in the bottom right corner. Okay. So there it is. Of course, this is moved now. It's not straight, but just pretend it's straight, okay? There. So can you see? I don't know. I hope your monitors are a little bit better than mine. There.
That's better. Thank you.
There you go. So there it is with Evening Evergreen. Here it is with Very Vanilla. And then we did put both on.
No.
Can you reverse that, Glenda? Like put the vanilla on the top and the brown on the bottom, or the green on the bottom?
Sure, I can basically do anything.
Because if we're gonna use 2 colors, I like it that way better.
Okay, so no pretending. Okay, so we're going to start the vote again. I got all confused. Do we
So
want
are we going with
Evening Evergreen or Very Vanilla or both?
Oh,
Janet says both. Connie says no vanilla. Rosemary says no vanilla. Okay, but you need to tell me what your choice is if you don't want the vanilla in there. I don't know. You guys are funny. That would be something really different if we did that.
well, isn't that the idea?
Yeah. Okay. Jean says both. Rosemary says Evening Evergreen.
I'm going to go with the evergreen.
Another evergreen from Carmen.
Both.
Both. Connie says evergreen. Okay, we're tied. I guess vanilla, full vanilla, not in our comfort zone. Oh, Rosemary, you mean I'm taking you out of your comfort zone for a change? Let me show you what I mean. So I need to, first of all, make an Evening Evergreen card base. I was doing videos today and my stupid phone started jumping all over the place and I didn't notice it till the end of one of the videos. I had to redo the whole thing all over again.
Oh, no.
I was not impressed. Okay, I need a piece of very vanilla. And it needs to be 5.5 by 4.25. And then diagonal. Okay, so here's what I was thinking. This on here like that. And then this on there. Like that. Yes, no. So you got this or just that. And you know, the next decision we have to make is what embossing folder you want me to use. Rosemary says no vanilla. Connie says just evergreen. So we got 2 for
Evergreen.
3 for plain.
And I like it with the 2, but I just like to be difficult some days.
Well, thank you for being on my side.
I'm with you, Holly.
Well, that's 3 of us then if we let Glenda vote.
What? I get a vote?
Well, not really.
I'm going to say what a novel idea of me getting a vote on a Friday night. Okay, we're having those people over there in Facebook land are all voting for just. They're not voting for the vanilla, so I'm afraid the vanilla's out. It was worth a try.
I was gonna
Maybe
say
I'll
they're
have-
wrong, but they're allowed their opinion.
Hey, hey.
What would happen if you did the very vanilla as a narrow one and the green all the way around the outside edge?
Narrow one where, Janet?
Well, you have just a narrow one at the top side, at the 2 sides around the red. Probably would have done it if it was, I don't know.
Like this?
Yeah, but I do it on 2 sides, but do it really narrow so that you still see the green as well.
Okay, then I'll be making this smaller is what you're saying.
Well,
Would it go right from the top to the bottom or just a piece in the middle?
no, it would be more part of the corner, like a piece in the corner, more like that, and then leave the other corner, all the other 3 corners. No, put it up so it's still a narrow one. Put it on as if you were going to, so that just that one corner is got a little bit of green showing and the other corners have got the same amount showing.
Okay, so you're thinking like this?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's actually kind of neat.
See, I like that.
Is that long enough or do you want it the full length?
You can do whatever you want. You can either, but
No, I can't because it's Friday night. Oh, wow.
to me, it looks good just the way it is.
Me also.
The only thing I would do is 45 the vanilla. Like just that little piece that's showing is 45 it instead of having it flat. No, the other way.
Where it goes,
45 it from the right to the left.
Make a
So
triangle.
instead of in the middle of the card where the white is, instead of it being no, not that piece, just the vanilla piece. If you took from the top right corner of the vanilla to the bottom left corner of the vanilla, so it had an angle cut. Is that what you're talking to, Holly?
Yes.
Okay, but when I put it on there, if I angle cut it, it's not going to look any different than that does, is it?
Yes, it is.
I'll try it. Hang on, hang on. Uh-oh. That piece was crooked. Like this,
Yes,
and then like that.
yes.
Yeah.
Jean is still not in favor of vanilla. And Connie says, no, just evergreen. Just evergreen, says Sharon. I don't know. They don't want to they don't want to play nice in the sandbox, apparently. Could do it on both corners. It's a little difficult to show you because it's not small enough. I have to, if we decide to do this, I have to cut those layers down a bit. So there's what it would look like in that corner. And then if you decided to put it in the other corner,
See, I like it just in the one corner.
Yeah, me too. But Janet, I think we've been outvoted.
I think we have been too. That's
How
okay.
boring.
We'll go with evergreen.
how boring, eh? Okay,
True, but we'll win next time.
Okay,
what embossing folder do you want me to use to emboss this?
Mm,
They use the music one. So we have Time Worn Type, Starcrossed, Timber,
No.
Merry Melody, and I have all of them, Connie. All of the current embossing folders are in my possession.
Pick one.
Do we
Pardon?
have a? Sorry,
Go ahead.
I was just gonna
Pick
say,
one for me.
do we have a current one that's like pine boughs or something like that?
Yes, but it's small.
Okay. Oh, it's one of those half ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that would work well.
This one.
Hmm.
I like the one with the diagonal fussy one, the little, I don't know what it's called, with the stars in the corner, yeah, that one.
Starcrossed. Connie says music. Rosemary says timber. Jean says tasteful.
Music for me.
Music for her. What else is? This is tasteful. Textile. That's
No.
flowers. That won't work. That's flowers. Hammered metal, no. Painted texture, no. Seashells, no. Bloom, no. Macrame, no. Bark,
Maybe.
brick and
No.
mortar. Parisian Flourish. Really? That one's still current? And
I think-
Magnolia.
I think you need something you're gonna see, not blend in.
Yeah.
Okay, so for all of these, let's narrow them down.
Those ones, you need the music one.
The music one,
Yeah.
music.
Like,
Remember this, Carmen.
I said music.
I know you did.
Carmen did. Okay, is music okay with everybody? Sharon says music. All right. Now I have to figure out which is the top and which is the bottom. So that is up. That pokes out. So I want this to be this way.
Can't believe you haven't written on your folder top.
I know. Hey, I've had that many messages stamp set for how long, and I just cut it the other day. Sometimes it takes me a while. Okay, I'm trying to get it straightish. Okay, I'm running it through. In support of your life, people, I will change from timber to diagonal. Oh, Rosemary, we've moved on. It's now music. I like the music. I think it's a really pretty embossing folder, and I hope it
Yes.
carries forward.
It's a
You know-
great one.
We have 16 days, and the retired list will be out for this catalog.
Holy Christopher.
I know. There we are. Ooh. Can you see?
Pretty.
Yeah.
Now, let me just go check this. Yeah, it's looking like hers is looking. Okay. Now, I'm going to put some adhesive on there. Maybe.
When are you placing another order, Glenda?
I actually should have done it last night and I completely forgot. So I have one sitting there. Any day. Any day.
Okay. Yeah, I have to order what I was going to do for my ornaments.
Oh, yeah.
I was going to use the old snow globe ones, but it's not going to work.
Oh,
So I got to order the bell ones.
ah.
That and the dies. I was hoping somebody would have the dies, but I knew that was a really long shot.
Okay, there we go.
Very nice.
Looks good.
Will you be on stage? Oh, no, I'm not going to be on next Friday because it's on stage and I will be busy with the on stage stuff next week. And I won't be doing my Thursday night either because it starts on Thursday.
She's just going to ditch us 2 days in a row.
I know.
What's
Sure,
with
babe.
that?
Okay. So what color are you thinking for the sentiment? Uh-oh.
Color of the berries.
Cherry cobbler?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, me too.
Val says, fine, if that's how you feel. I'm sorry, I'm busy. I got stuff to do. I'm going to be with 10,000 of my favorite people next weekend.
Hey, we just
You're
got
going to be
ditched.
missing a few of your very favorites.
I am going to, yes. I didn't say my very favorite people. I just said my favorite.
Test.
looking for my stamp set. Where did I do with it? Oh, there it is, because it doesn't have any sentiments in it. So now we have to pick. Jean says maybe we need to do our own little get together. Hey, if somebody wants to go live on my page and do some stamping, let me know. I'll set that up.
You have to know how to do it.
That's right.
Okay, so we have, do we want a big sentiment or a little sentiment?
What did that one, what,
It had that Hark the Herald Angels.
no, no,
Hang
no.
on.
What, the stamp set you just had in your hand, what did it say? Okay. I like the,
Yeah, I took the 2U off of there.
Oh, I like that.
Some stamps I don't have any problem cutting. Apparently this was one of them. But it goes back together really easy.
I would just do the Merry Christmas. Oh, there's Jingle Bells. How big is that one?
This one?
Yeah, jingle all the way.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun. Jean likes Just Merry Christmas.
Yeah, I was gonna say that jingle all the way, I don't think really suits the stamp set.
No,
what was
I
the
agree.
bottom right corner say
Hang on.
on the front page, on the front of it?
That one?
Yeah.
It's the most wonderful time of the year. You know,
Or Merry Christmas.
it's all of the songs, right?
Well, that one would fit on nicely.
Like that.
Everybody's liking Merry Christmas. Rosemary likes Wonderful Time. Okay, so nobody wants the 2U. I'm putting 2U back. And I'm finding my vanilla. And after I stamp it, then we're going to have to figure out what die you want. Maybe we should do that first.
One that fits over top of there.
Let's see.
Or you could fussy cut around it.
Fussy cut? You want me to fussy cut?
You like fussy cutting.
Okay, so they used on that one, they used a circle. And I'm thinking it's, what is that die set that has the circles in it?
But wouldn't this be better more an oval or a rectangular shaped one with either one of these dies as opposed to a round one?
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree.
And with our space.
Okay. Let me look what I can find. Oh, wait a minute. Hello, blonde moment. Look.
That would be perfect.
Dies. We have choices. We can do that kind of an ovally rectangle.
That would be nice.
See, that takes both of them in. And that would fit. And that would fit. Or that squarish circle.
No.
First one.
First one.
Oh, Valerie's making a card for her granddaughter to put some cash in towards her grad dress. Oh, nice. Jean wants me to
Very
fussy
nice.
cut. I don't want a fussy cut. I'm being ornery. But it's not about what I want to do though, right? Let me cut this out and then we'll have a look. Oops. The die, I've discovered that a die works better if you put it this way on the paper than if you put it this way. Just saying.
I did that one time. I'm going, why isn't this cut?
Oh my God. Okay,
Bless you.
everybody
Thank
likes
you.
this die. Everybody likes that die rather than the other die.
I like
No.
that one, yeah. Now it's, do you sponge around it?
I don't know. My sponging idea got knocked down. Okay, so I'll do Merry Christmas and then I'll cut another one and we'll do It's the Most Wonderful Time of the Year. Are you tired of listening to me sing yet? I have to
No.
punish you for getting me outside my comfort zone. Okay, I'm hoping that this is going to fit on here. I should
And
have stamped it first.
You're probably more likely thinking that you'd like to
Oh,
punish us or whatever for making you make your craft room such a mess.
Oh my God, you have no idea what this room looks like right now.
Well,
Completely no idea.
considering the amount of stuff we made you take out and put back, and
I can imagine. Because I know what my craft room looks like by the time I'm finished.
With the kids jingle belling and everyone telling you be of good cheer.
I do like that Merry Christmas font.
Me too.
yeah,
Now we just have to see if it actually fits in this die.
Good enough.
I thought it was pretty good in the first one. Or I thought it was really good,
God, no.
actually.
No, it was crooked.
Crooked? Was it?
It was crooked. Okay, there we go. See if I can take it over there without moving it. There's Merry Christmas. Now I need another piece. And the ink. Put that up there. Put that up there. So you guys only see this little tiny rectangle. You don't see what I've done this with, all of my stuff. Jean, does that bother your, oh yes, Jean, it bothers my OCD when things are crooked. I can't take it. And when I have control over changing it, I do. The fonts in this stamp set are really pretty.
They are.
I agree with you. Right. That one. I hope you guys don't go into withdrawals next weekend without me on from Tuesday. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
No, we just expect you to do a video so we can sit and watch it and make it.
Okay then. You
Your
see what
price.
happened?
Ah,
Oh, oh,
yeah.
also crooked, too.
Pardon me?
It's crooked.
Oh. It is.
It looks
Yeah.
crooked from this.
Okay, but if we decide on this, I'll do another one. Let me my dots. because this has to be up. So there's Merry Christmas. And what we do around it will come, but we're just deciding on which one we're actually going to use. There's Merry Christmas. And there's the most wonderful time of the year.
I like both.
Me too, but I like Wonderful Time better on this one.
Yes, I'm the same way with you too. I like both of them, but the wonderful time is the better that I like.
Okay, well, apparently Connie's
Mine
the
that-
only one that wants Christmas.
Not me. I wanted the wonderful time.
No, Connie.
Oh, Connie.
Connie likes Christmas. Everybody else likes wonderful time. So I have to get the dimensionals off so I can use them because you know they're expensive. This one isn't going to come off now. Of course not. Oh well. Okay, in the garbage you go. I only got so much patience.
Oh, I would have used it on something else.
But it's crooked and it has that overstamping on it.
Oh,
That's why I'm restamping it.
oh, okay.
Can't. Jean wants wonderful time. Sharon wants Christmas. Okay. I have a feeling I did that too close to the edge. We'll see. Okay, I'm going to dry this. Now I lost the dye. Uh-oh. And I'm going to get a different piece of Post-it note. This is going to go on here. Where does a big piece of Post-it go? Okay. So that's straight. Move it down. Okay, I'll cut this out. So now you need to be thinking, do you want it plain or do you want it sponged or do you want it layered with something, another color underneath it? Oh, that wasn't food. It was the Merry Christmas I threw away.
Exactly.
Oh,
That's why I said it should have saved it.
I got it out. I thought it was the wonderful time. I knew I had to redo the wonderful time because it's crooked and it's got that stamping thing on it. Okay. Sponged, plain, or layered?
No, I don't.
So
Sponged or layered for me.
sponge a little bit of the one that you're going to throw in the garbage, just to see.
I can. Hang on, and I will. Wake up. Don't make me want to fall asleep again. Okay. Sponge the one I'm going to throw away. What color am I sponging it with?
Cherry cobbler.
Rosemary says evergreen. So there's cherry cobbler. You see how I did that so we could do two colors on it?
You are so clever some days.
Oh, some days I amaze myself. Connie said sponge one side cherry and the other side evergreen. Okay, there we are.
Actually, I like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's this. Okay, so there's that. Then there's this.
That.
I like that too.
Yeah.
Sponging is with the two colors is more out of the comfort zone though.
That it is.
Oh, hush, you and your comfort zones. My gosh.
It doesn't look that bad.
I like
Doesn't,
that and
especially-
then topped.
Yeah. And push more over to the right a little bit. Yeah. I quite like that.
I cut a green one and alternate with the sponging. Oh, I see what you mean. Hello. I was wondering what the heck you were talking about. So she said this. I don't think it's going to. And then put a green one on the other side.
No, that's out of our comfort zone.
That's even out of my comfort zone.
My comfort zone is on vacation.
But it doesn't look bad.
No, it doesn't.
But does it look good? I'm cutting the green one. Hang on.
I like it.
I'm cutting the green one. Okay. I have to take these off my finger. Yeah, I salvaged 1 out of 4. That's not bad. Now I can't get it there. Okay. So we have the green on the red. And the red on the green. It's not showing. Hang on, let me see if this will work a little better.
I'm going to stick with just the red all around it.
Come on, Carmen.
I know. I'm not being adventurous tonight.
Well, I know what I would do, but it's not up to me.
You'd do it plain with just the red under it, wouldn't you, Glenda?
I'm not commenting, but you know me very well. Okay, so there's the sponged. Here's the non-sponged. Sponge heavier, show it so it shows up. Oh, Really?
I actually like it plain with the red underneath.
I need to find out which is red and which is green. This is red. I think if we had have sponged around the outside, then the sponging on the sentiment would fit in. But because we didn't,
Probably didn't want to lean that against your nice one.
oh, probably not. But I just
I
stuck
love
my
that it would have
finger.
been still wet in the back.
I just stuck my finger in the evening evergreen too.
Oh, that's darned annoying.
But I remembered that I didn't have black pants on, so that's okay. Okay, there's heavier sponging for whoever it was that wanted heavier sponging.
I like it.
Okay. Jean says no sponging, just cherry cobbler. Thank you, Jean.
Because that's my preference too.
Fine.
Okay. Sponged or plain with cherry cobbler? Oops, wait. You wanted it further over this way. Maybe down a little bit.
Plain with cherry cobbler.
It does make it look a little flatter. The other one is a little more emphasized.
But because it's not popped up.
Changed my mind. No to sponging, just evergreen. No sponge. Try plain with evergreen. Oh my gosh. Really? Okay. Plain with evergreen. Some days, you know, it takes a lot of decision making to make a plain card. One of these days I'm going to have to take one of these Friday night ones and do it the way I wanted it to be and see which one you like better. Okay, there's plain with evening evergreen in behind it.
So going plain with the red.
Plain with red. Where's my
Plain
paper?
with red.
Plain with red.
I know what my favorite is, but I'll go with plain with red.
Plain with red. Plain with evening evergreen or sponge. So we have 3 plain with reds. Plain with evergreen from Connie. Plain with red from Jean. Plain with EE from Rosemary. Plain with red from Sharon. Looks like the red is winning. Okay. Off with the evergreen. Now I'm going to take this and angle it a bit because then I won't have to worry about it peeking out if I don't get it exactly lined up properly. Oops. Don't look, I just use contraband. Okay, there's one side. There's the other side. Oh, wait, I didn't miter it.
It's a great idea, my dearing.
Hey, there we go.
Excellent. Pop that baby up.
Pop that baby up. Okay, got it. Now, do you guys want twine or string on it before I go putting anything on there?
You've already attached it to the card, haven't you?
Nope.
Oh,
I
haven't
have
you?
not. Nope. Nothing is committed yet. Just me to the loony bin. Look, I found a dimensional on the back of the other ones. And once they're on this, they don't come off. Twine. Okay, so that's going to go kind of like that. I have, what colors of twine? What is cherry cobbler up there? I have black twine, white twine, vanilla twine. Um, Gold bow. Big loopy behind tag to match the cones.
That what you said?
That's, oh, sorry, I'm reading what Rosemary says.
Or just a couple of, I was gonna say, flings, dots or something that go on the sentiment.
Well, we haven't got into the bling part yet. Bling and Winky, absolutely, I agree. Are we nixing the idea of twine?
Yeah.
I
Or
don't think it needs it.
ribbon? Or a bow?
Don't think it needs anything like that myself.
All right. I'm winkying the berries. Have to be careful though, because this is going to reactivate the ink. And I don't want them all to be one big globby mess. Know what I mean?
Yep.
Dip, 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 do, do. Maybe I should have done this before we put the embossing on here.
Oh,
I'm trying to avoid the white uninked parts so that they still have the highlights on there. And if there's comments coming in, I'm sorry I'm not watching because I'm blinging. We have to add blink too, as well as Winky. Maybe the new Eden's Garden bling.
I saw somebody the other day and they used one of the elongated gems from that. And they did it in the center of a small butterfly and it looked very nice.
ooh.
And it
Oh,
became
nice.
body.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so there's bling on there. There's that on there. And so you don't want twine. It's all right for me. It needs bling and winky on the berries. Oh, I read that already. Rosemary suggested a big loopy bow in behind the sentiment. So let me make one and we'll see what it looks like. What time is it? Ah, it's only 10 o'clock. Got lots of time. Nobody needs to go to bed, right, Jean? As I came in here, Ted said to me, so is it going to be your usual long one tonight? I said, probably. He said, I'll see you in the morning. My loopy bow's not big enough.
I don't think it's going to have to be really big and loopy to go behind there.
Come on. Not big enough?
That's too big. I think anyway.
Do we still have that fine gold?
We do, but I don't have it.
Okay.
I never did get that one.
Yeah.
This is not playing nice in my sandbox. It keeps wanting to twirl, and I don't want it to twirl. Okay. To make it small, to make it big. Maybe it'll untwirl. Nope. You are being so annoying. Sit, stay. Okay, is that kind of what you were thinking, Rosemary?
Looks like yes.
Not a bow. Oh, she said not a bow. I thought you said a big loopy bow. You want me to be random? Oh my God. Do you know who this is? Like that?
No.
I don't do random. I really don't. It's not in my wheelhouse. Whoops, it's upside down. That won't work.
No.
No.
No. Connie says circles. Rosemary says no. Okay, I'll try once more with circles, and then that's it. I'm not trying anymore. Well, they're not really circles. Sort of circles. No?
No.
No.
Okay. Come on, get up there where you're supposed to be. Oops, too many times around. Could do something like that.
It's not bad.
I'd either have a bow here or tuck that in the back so that it's just the strings. Oh, Norma.
Better, but I think I prefer it with no strings.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, we have 2 for no strings,
No string.
3 for no strings. Over there in Facebook, string or no string? Do. Nobody's voting over there. Oh, here's coming. No strings. So that's 4 for no string. 5 for no string. I want to redo this card with my ideas. Rosemary wants string. Sharon does not. So we have like 6 for no and 1 for yes. Rosemary, I think you and me are outvoted. Okay.
But I think your idea of doing the card the way you think it should be on a Friday night and then doing it the way we want you to do it and then showing us the 2 of them sounds like just a really neat idea.
I do have this floating in my head. I might do that tomorrow and then I'll run it for you next week.
Or not.
Or not.
Not here next
Yeah.
week.
And set it up to run though.
I'll do a video and you can watch it next week instead of me being live because I'm not going to be live. Well, I'll be live. I just won't be live with you guys.
Yeah, I know you're going to be with your other friends.
The other side of my world. Rosemary says yes. What does she take it away? She said she has Miss Vicky's. I saw it. Did you remove your comment? Rosemary, that you have Miss Vicky's? You're lucky. Okay. Is that where you want the sentiment?
Yep.
I think it looks good there.
It's there. Okay. Bling. Ah. Blingy, blingy, bling.
Didn't you tell us the other night that some of them ones were red?
Yeah, these ones. These ones are actually supposed to be cherry cobbler. Can you see them? One way you look at them, they're evening evergreen. The next way you look at them, they're cherry cobbler.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're very strange.
Interesting. Yeah.
Very, very strange. Okay, where am I putting one?
On the sentiment page or piece.
This
Yeah.
or
Or
that
some-
Yeah.
or both?
Both.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, we need one more.
Up in the upper right corner somewhere.
Up here.
Yeah.
Yep.
That looks good.
There.
I think so.
Rosemary said, try to add that I would send you Miss Vicky's if you're too far out of your comfort zone. Aw, thank you. If you emailed them to me, they would be the diet version, right? How's that?
Good.
Yeah, I like that.
Pretty.
There we go. We haven't done the inside. Just saying.
But Glenda, before I forget, you asked something about subtle shimmer sequins.
Yes.
I have some, but I don't think I think it's been opened.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she's looking for 12 packages of them.
Oh, I don't think 2/3 of a package then is gonna come and is gonna
No,
have.
but thank you though. Yeah, she has this class organized and now they're on back order. Okay, so we have to do the inside. Pine cone in the top left corner? Or how about pine cone here and a pine cone there? Or am I just going for it?
Well, definitely a pine cone in the bottom left.
Yes.
Okay. Up here. Oops, wait, can't see. Up here or up there? Or just leave it?
On the left side, if you're going to put another one.
This is the envelope. Okay. That's that.
Yeah, I like that.
Jean, you're right. You did a really good job. These cards, it amazes me how they come together so good. Did we stamp this off? I think we did, didn't we? The early espresso?
I think so.
Yep, we did. Okay. That can go away. Now, where's my mossy meadow? Oh, way over here. And, oh, I lost the stamp. There it is. You guys can stop me if you don't like what I'm doing, you know.
Looks good. That looks beautiful.
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 Whoops. Fireworks.
Really? Halloween's over.
Not in my neighborhood.
Or mine. They
And we
were
have-
so,
Go
I was
ahead.
gonna say, so loud the other night, but somebody said to me it's like they were setting them off in a garbage can or something.
Oh, that's
They were really loud at my place. The people across the street, both Saturday and Sunday night. It's just like,
wow.
and I jump at loud noises, so I was constantly going, and then they'd stop for a while, and then they'd set a bunch more. It's just like,
Wow. They just don't have no respect for other people.
And critters.
yeah, and they have a dog. I think they have a cat too. And I'm thinking, what the heck were the animals doing?
Yeah.
I love these collage type things. You know, I get a little carried away sometimes though. But you can't stop while you're going, or you kind of lose the whole momentum of the thing. Norma, you hear them all. I bet you hear them all the way at your house because you're not that far from me. Okay. And we'll put right there. We'll put right there. We'll put right there. Almost done. Next stop's cherry cobbler.
Yesterday, I took a drive down to the river and that. I'm going, oh my. It better stop raining soon. It
Oh, yeah, the tide was in.
was in and it was high. It was really high. It's just like, oh lordy.
It was
And
great today.
like I circled around Beaver Creek and then Compton and then up Gertrude, and I'm going, yep, these are all really running high.
Well, Janet, wasn't your road closed there for a little bit?
Apparently it was. We didn't know that, but I know the river's very high, but that creek comes down Grandview and then comes across and through that pond. And it does flood. And maybe the culvert's full. Hasn't been cleaned out. I don't know.
I don't know. That I noticed yesterday, I came past there just as school was letting out, and there was a couple of kids that that house that's for sale past where the wood guy is, you know, that big new one that's in there that's up for sale again. They were sitting on his driveway, splashing their feet in the water.
Oh, jeez. Lord.
Oh my God, kids.
That's
Okay.
what it's all about, though.
Sorry?
That's what it's all about, having fun.
Yep. I'm just glad I wasn't their mother when they come home and with all those wet, dirty feet.
Oh, that's nothing. We
I
used
don't
to
know, in
love
the
to
middle
go
of
play
winter.
out in the gumbo.
Yeah, but it's winter.
Yeah, it didn't matter to us. Whatever. If there was rain and mud puddles, we were in them. My mother did not have electricity or running water. I'm surprised we lived to our adulthood.
Your ripe old age?
Yeah. Mom's got a picture of me and one of my cousins sitting in a oily gumbo mud puddle
Oh, yay.
in our Sunday clothes.
Oh,
So I
dear.
had the little organza dress on. He had his little suit on. Our dads were just over there working on the vehicles. Not sure how they lived through it either. His mom says, I couldn't believe it. They're both right there and didn't say anything.
Yep.
Yeah, but Mom, you took the picture before you got.
Well, at that point, it's too late, Carmen.
Yeah, really.
I'm just going to pull you guys up a bit here.
That looks lovely.
Rosemary says her dog enjoys them and wags her tail and gets excited.
What, mud puddles or fireworks?
No fireworks.
Oh, really?
Oh,
I'm just making sure I've got everything attached because, you know, sometimes I forget to attach things.
I love that.
Gorgeous.
that is
There we
really
go.
pretty. We did good.
Darn, you
Yes.
did good.
Mhm.
You did. Shall I put all your names on the back now?
Well, yeah. You mean to say you haven't been?
I did on that chicken one that really I did not like. Was the bright green and yellow.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I put your name on that one because it was not my favorite one. But
I
that's
think
okay.
we were aware of it that night, and you do bring it up on occasion, so we're really aware of it.
I don't want you to ever forget. Oh, thanks, ladies. I think it turned out really good.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that, there's a couple of things I would have done different.
Me too, but that's okay.
I think I would have added some very light sponging around here just to blend everything in. Just around there.
Not that. No.
Yes, I would have if it was
No,
my
no,
card.
no.
Oh, it looks good.
It is. Before you leave, Glenda, I'm gonna send you an order
Okay.
and so you can add it to yours.
The order is going to include 3 or 4 cards of that kind.
No, no. The stuff I need for my Christmas ornaments and a couple other things that my sister wanted to.
Aha. All right. So, ladies, we done good tonight. There's not much room to write in here, which is always a good thing.
That's what I was thinking.
Every once in a while, it's nice to just be able to say happy birthday, love.
Yeah. Mhm.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, or in this case, Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Merry Christmas too. Yeah, because you know all the garbage stuff goes on a letter on a separate sheet. So,
That's usually true, isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah, I'm not one of them people.
You don't do letters?
No. In
I-
2 or 3 of the Christmas cards, I write like a letter, but I don't do the generic letter, never have.
Well, we
Some of
started.
them are so much fun.
We started it when we lived up north, and back in the day when phone calls were really expensive.
Yes.
So everybody got caught up at least once a year.
Yeah.
Time to order the stamp set, eh? Ms. Rosemary. Oh, not that one. I don't even know where it is now. I lost it. Somebody stole my stamp set. There you go.
There was supposed to be draws tonight.
Oh, there was. I have them. I just have not. I have not. Oh my God, you got to wait a minute because I got no room on my table. Okay, let me get these dies put away before I lose one of them. That and this. But here. These can go away. I'm gonna go put my twine away.
One of the reasons I do Christmas letters is because one of the things my dad used to love to get when he was older was mail. So I always make sure that I write a letter to the older people, and I'll always make sure that I phone them as well. Doesn't matter if you say the same thing, but at least you communicate.
Yeah. That is
Yeah.
It's true, Janet. And I have one person left in my mother's generation, and she always phones me. I don't phone her because she enjoys making the phone call.
Yeah.
So she gets my letter, she reads it for a couple of weeks, and then she phones me, and we have our yearly chat.
Yeah.
She's blind, and her brain is still working, and her mind is still working, and her memory still works.
Yeah.
And she's 90 something and living on her own.
Oh, that is awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so what was I supposed to do for this draw? It was last week, right? Friday, November the 6th at 6 o'clock, I was supposed to draw. So let me, oh, good Lord, go away. Okay, I'm going back to see what, I think you were supposed to comment something on last week's, right?
Yes.
Does anybody remember?
Or did you, no, I think you just put all our names in
Okay,
that were on there.
let's just, on where? Last week or this week? I really don't care.
Last week's.
Well, that's probably all the same ones that are here tonight, right?
No, I wasn't here last week.
Oh, well, you're here tonight.
That is true.
Okay.
Thought you wrote them down on that piece of paper, but
I did. Well, I wrote three. I wrote Janet,
oh,
Carmen, and Marilyn.
oh, there was more than that.
Yeah, I know. Janet, Carmen, Holly. Now I have to go to here. So Rosemary's mom turns 97 in a few days. Wow.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, there was Connie and Jean, Rosemary and Val and Norma. Okay, anybody else on here? You write a comment now, then we had to comment if we wanted in the draw. Oh, okay, so that was last week. Norma, I'm glad you got a memory because mine is like really gone. Okay, so let me go into my media. Find Friday night collaboration. What did we collaborate with last week? Forever Fern?
I
Was that what we did?
think so.
I sure like that set.
I love it. I'm so glad I got it.
Okay, I'll go here and I'll search for, what was the date last week? This is the 5th.
29.
The 29th. Okay, where the heck did that come from? Go away. October 29. Oops, that's not a 9. That's a 9. Paper pot pumpkin unboxing. Nope. Nope. Okay, this might not work. It's not coming up. Okay. Let's do Forever Fern and see what brings that up. 2/21/14. Nope. Oh, I hate Facebook. Okay, we're just going with who is here today. Oh, Sharon, forgot Sharon. Rosemary says she lives on her own, drives to the store, and loves Girl Guide cookies. And where does she live? I'm just going back to see if I missed anybody else. I think we're pretty well got them all. Yeah. Okay. Oh, she lives in Parksville. Aha. Okay, I'm putting the names as soon as I move the stamp so I don't get ink all over my shirt. Sponges out of the way. Bring this closer to me. And I'm going to have Janet and Carmen and Holly and Connie and Jean and Rosemary and Val and Norma, Sharon. Okay, So where's my basket? I lost it. I lost it apparently. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 2 from the States that will get cards because I can't can't send you Stampin' Up stuff. Okay, I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to, oh, it's not there. Wait. Now I can share my screen. Okay. And you're going to get a choice. There's sequins, woven thread, whale, 2 whales, heart charms, antique corners. There's this thing that holds your credit cards, and I was going to say necklace. No, wrist thing, bracelet. Okay, first one gets first choice. Here we go. Can you all see my wheel?
Yes.
Okay, Jean will be getting a card. Winner, number 1, Jean card. Winner number 2 is Sharon. Okay, now, Sharon, if you can let me know what you want. And next winner is Val. Let me know what you want. Okay, how am I going to do this? Because they're over there in Facebook. Okay, so Sharon and Val, you need to let me know what you want so I could remove that from the pile for the next ones. Next winner is Norma. And then we have Carmen. And then we have, so as soon as I get the choices from the Facebook. I don't remember, wait, hang on. Let's just make that small. Okay, sequins, antique corners, or heart charms, Sharon, or the credit card holder or the bracelet. Just waiting for Sharon to give me her choice. Okay, let's go with the next winner will be Rosemary. And then Connie, who will get a card. And then Janet and Holly. Okay, so I'm going to stop sharing. There we go. Go over here to Facebook and see. Heart charms for Sharon. Valerie has not answered me, so I don't know where she wants. Norma wanted the antique corners. Okay, so we'll take those. Those are out. Heart charms and antique corners are gone. And I will send Val some whale sequins because I have 2 of those. Okay, Carmen, you have sequins, woven thread sequins, whale of a time sequins, that or that.
Whale of a time sequence.
Whale sequins. Okay, Rosemary over there in Facebook world. Is Rosemary going to give us a... They are perfect for shaker cards. You're right, Jean. I wish I had more to give away. Rosemary, are you still there? Okay, she's not answering. So Janet?
The sequence, please.
So you want the woven sequins? Oh, Rosemary said sequins. Sorry, I
Okay,
missed it.
bracelet then.
And Holly gets the case.
Very nice. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Yay!
Thank you very much.
I love giving stuff away. So those of you that live local, I can put them outside for you. You can pick them up. You can pick them up at your convenience. And Jean and Connie, I will mail your cards off to you. Val and Rosemary, I'll pop those in the mail as well. There we go. Yay, I gave stuff away. I love giving stuff away.
Yay.
Okay, I'm going to leave that, get rid of that. It's enough of seeing that.
I will not be around tomorrow to pick them up because I have a job ahead of me.
You have a job.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
gotta make anti-pasta.
Are you? Oh, Bill really wants us to make antipasta.
I've been procrastinating and I don't have a choice. It's either got to be done or it won't get done. So
I hear you.
now I bought the stuff. I don't have a choice.
Yeah, I told him just go to Costco and buy a really big jar of it and pretend we made it because it tastes just as good as the homemade stuff.
No,
It does.
no.
It does. I grew up on real Italian antipasta. So yeah, it just takes too long.
It's a lot of work.
Rosemary, I am not coming to the coast until March the 4th. So 119 days today, I will be in Tofino. Just saying. I'm not counting. Yes, I am. All right, ladies over there in Facebook world, I'm going to say goodnight to you, and I will be back on Monday night at 8 o'clock as usual. Bye for now.